everybody? You know what day it is. What day is it? It's Mindfulness Monday. And I'm dressed like it's fall outside. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I guess I was feeling the flowy, flowery vibes. I also like this shirt because I got a little collar. It's kind of unique, you know? It's kind of unique. Anyway, happy Mindfulness Monday, y'all. It is Monday, and we are getting mindful. We are getting our minds and bodies filled up with wisdom and power, and really coming back to your innate wisdom. You know, I've been doing these Mindfulness Mondays for a long time. Actually, before I opened. And I used to do them live on my Facebook profile. And then I was like, you know what? Let's create a community of people who actually want to hear me rather than giving it away to Facebook land where, you know, people get in arguments and people da-da-da-da-da. Which, again, I welcome healthy debate. And I encourage and implore us all to explore what it's like to maybe be in those conversations in person. Because I guarantee if we were all in person having these conversations about what's happening in the world, the conversation would probably be a little different. We might not come at it with such aggression and anger and rage and hostility, but actually recognize that on the other side of this screen and on the other side of the keyboard is a human being looking for the same thing you are, probably just in another form. So what are we talking about today? What not to delegate. I'm a big fan of delegation. I'm a big fan, and I have learned to become better. What's up, Heather? I've learned to become better at delegating things that don't inspire me. For example, you know, I hire out a lot of different platforms and technology to help, you know, run the practice. Michael is a huge support, of course, and even he is learning to delegate things. We have someone come clean our house, our office. There's a lot of different ways that honestly are pretty cheap to delegate things that don't inspire you, especially if you're an entrepreneur. You have to know what is your hourly worth rate, right? And for those of you who work for a company, I guarantee what you're getting paid hourly is actually not your true value and worth that you bring to the company. So don't be afraid to ask for raises more than you think, okay? Because you are worth more than I think you know. So there's a lot that we get to delegate that can really help you stay in what I call the zone of inspiration or the zone of genius, which is where you thrive. You wake up and you're inspired, right? So when we're delegating things, we also could be invited to explore what not to delegate. And one of the biggest things I highly recommend you do not delegate is your own healing. What do I mean by that? Do not give your power away to other people. We are in a world right now where autonomy is being challenged, sovereignty is being challenged, and we're giving up our rights and our freedom and our bodies and our health. Y'all, I just listened to the podcast the other day. If you're on my email, you'll see it, and I really encourage you to listen to it. But I was just listening the other day to his podcast, Robert DeLude, and he had on a woman who was a sex prevention educator, sexual child abuse prevention educator. And this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. And she was talking about how there are other countries, she's done her research, there are other countries where you can literally purchase videotapes of abusive situations. And yes, I'm coming at you real and raw today because this is happening in our own backyards where people are learning, kids in other countries are learning that the only way to access freedom is to give away your body? I don't think so. And honestly, it doesn't happen just in other countries. It happens right in our own backyard. It may not be out in the open, but it's on social media. There are predators everywhere. So don't give away your autonomy. Don't give away your freedom. Don't give away your power. Don't delegate your healing to someone else. And something that I always educate people on is when they come into my office, I am holding them and seeing them in a totally different perspective than they've probably experienced in your traditional model of not just chiropractic, but medicine, right? You go into the doctor, you go see certain, even holistic practitioners, where they see you as broken and they are the ones fixing you, which automatically, if you come in and you say, I need you to fix me, I'm broken, you are giving your power away. You are telling them, hey, you're the magic guru, you're the magic genie, you got the powers, fix me. And one of the things that I really bring people through in the first phases of care and beyond is, look, that's a lot of pressure on me. Sure, I know strategies and techniques that I can help wake up your nervous system, but ultimately, the only way that you heal is because that power, that innate intelligence, that vitality, that energy exists within you. You've always been whole. You've just had experiences in your past where you have this illusion in your mind that you're not whole, and the symptoms you're experiencing are trying to get you to wake up to your wholeness. I've shared this before, but one of my mentors says that healing, and the word heal, is an acronym for help everything align to love. Learning to love the challenge, love the support, love the trauma, love the triumph, love it all, right? Love it all because it makes you who you are and illuminate on the whole spectrum of the human experience, not just what's good, but also like if you've been through some shit, and if you're human, you have. Like if you're human, we've gone through shit. You've gotten your ass kicked. Congrats, you're fucking human. And if you have gone through it and you're here watching me today, you know what that means about you? That means that you can overcome because you're here. It kicked your ass. Maybe you made a story around it and your self-worth and value has been challenged. And the fact that you are here today means that you can overcome and you can heal. Otherwise, it would have taken you out, right? Dead bodies don't heal. I know, I'm talking about some real shit today because there's some fucking crazy shit happening in the world and I do not stand for it. Period. I don't stand for it. And I said on my Instagram, I was like, look, this weekend, my soul, this last couple weeks, my soul has been lit up and I'm done playing this safe game. I am done not speaking my truth. And listen, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can leave the group. If it doesn't resonate you, unsubscribe. But I don't think cancel culture is really serving anyone. We need to be challenged. We need to be lit up a little bit and stirring that fire from within to get you to take more action that's in alignment with your true being and say, F you to the fear. Because underneath the stories of guilt and shame and I can't do this because of this, or we have this story around why we can't pursue our dreams because we're stuck in a system that suppresses us and we're working 9 to 5 and working our asses off and all this stuff, right? And beneath all of those stories is fear. Fear. Now fear, yes, it's a physiological response we feel in our body. And when we can learn to really embrace the sensation of fear, right? Tight chest, when we can learn to just feel the wave of fear in our body, breathe into it, and say, hey, my mind is on this spiral, creating this fear, perpetuating the fear. When you come into the now with your breath, and you breathe into it, and you recognize that all there is right now. There is no someday. Your life could be gone like that. There is no someday. You could be driving home and get hit by a car. You could be walking down the street and your life can be taken. There is no someday. It's now. And in the now, fear actually washes away. So yes, fear is a physiological response. And a lot of it can be perpetuated by the stories of the mind of what we told ourselves in the past. And one of the primary elements of healing yourself is to create a sanctuary of safety and sovereignty in this vessel that is your body-mind. And one of the easiest ways you can do that is to put your hands on your body, turn off the social media, turn off the TV, turn off the perpetuation that is happening. Connect here. And just breathe. And do it again and again and again. One of my mentors, Donnie Epstein, says, breathe in, breathe out, repeat. And if you forget this premise of vitality in life, spiritual awakening is the least of your concerns. So I digress. Don't delegate your healing. Yes, it is okay to seek out mentorship, to seek out guides who have gone on the journey, to seek out leaders who have been and embodied the path that inspires you, not from a comparison standpoint, but from true human vulnerability. Look, I've been very open about my healing journey, and I still have waves of fear. When I play big, when I speak out like this, there's still a resonance of fear there because I'm human. So if we can recognize that the fear is never going to go away, because when you play bigger, when you make life changes, when you take on healing strategies, the fear doesn't go away. But what does change is your ability to adapt, feel, and move forward regardless of the fear. You know, when you see mentors and people in your life doing things that we consider big or impactful, right? They have fear every single day. But they kick fear's ass and they say, you know what, fear? I feel you, I see you. Like, I'm gonna breathe into it and I'm gonna act anyway because now is the only time. Now is the only time, right? I hear people, and for those of you who have, chosen to work with me in some capacity or even here learning, I commend you for taking action because I get what it takes to go on a journey, to work with a guide, and you're investing your time, your energy, your money. Like, kudos to you. You work through some patterns where you're like, you know what? This is going to pay off because I value myself. I'm investing in myself. And back to my point, not delegating your healing. It is okay. It is okay to have guides and mentors and leaders, but I really encourage people that whoever you're working with, that they constantly are reminding you that the power is in you. I'm a facilitator. And in the beginning of healing journeys, sometimes there's a lot going on and we need that safety and support and stability. And as you build enough momentum and you build enough stability and safety, eventually your nervous system knows how to take the wheel and become the driver. And you're in charge. You're in charge of your healing. Your beautiful system. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of broken systems out there that convince you otherwise. That say, you don't have the power, we have the power. And they profit off of you being powerless. I'm just speaking how it is, friends. I'm just speaking it how it is. You don't have to delegate that. Now, when you recognize you have this power, you have to be responsible to it. You have to honor it. And are you going to bump up against really big fear blocks? Yes, but that is an opportunity to grow and change and become more resilient and stronger, right? The forest fires, the trees that survive, they get stronger, right? And one of the only ways that pine trees, for example, actually create new life, that's why I have a pine cone in my office, is through a forest fire. The only way that that new seed can open up is through a forest fire, through chaos. So what if, instead of walking out into the world and seeing the fucking chaos, don't dip into the drama. One, don't contribute to the drama. Don't contribute to the drama triangle. Choose to rise up and say, you know what? I hear you. I see that you have fear, and I'm choosing a different path for my life. I am choosing and claiming that my immune system is powerful. I am choosing and claiming that my body is resilient beyond measure. I am choosing and claiming that I can kick any bacteria, any virus's ass. Freaking bring it on. I am choosing and claiming that I can, even if something does happen to my immune system, I will become stronger and fight it, right? Whatever pattern you notice your mind going down, like, oh my gosh, fear, what if, stop it, breathe, come into the now, and claim what you want to embody. Remember, words create worlds. So, how are you raising your vibration? How are you raising your energetic capacity to invite others to step into that? Because someone who's vibrating in a different level of that, of courage and empowerment, is very different than fear. Now, that doesn't mean we belittle them. That doesn't mean we shame them. That doesn't mean that we close them off. But rather, when you can embody your truth of power, people naturally are attracted to you. People naturally want to be around you. People naturally are like, there's something different about you. What? Like, there's a curiosity, there's an entanglement, there's an entrainment where people are just naturally attracted to your energy. And you're doing it from an embodied, humble place. And this happens whether you're an entrepreneur, if you're working with team members, if you're working for a company, if you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're a kid, it doesn't matter. People have a sixth sense, y'all. It's called intuition. We have that in our biological wiring so we can sense when something doesn't feel safe. We can also sense when something is magical and powerful and inspiring just by being around that magnetic energy, right? We all know when we walk into a room, we're attracted to that. You know why? Because that person, they call it like Buddha consciousness, right? Or Jesus consciousness. Maybe you've heard of this from David Hawkins, Power versus Force. Really good book. Highly recommend it. Just by embodying your truth and being powerful and knowing who you are and the power that you have, it raises the vibration of everyone else around them. There's a saying that 1 million people out of alignment is still less powerful than one person in alignment. And again, this is not from judgment. This is not from shame. This is not from guilt. This is from raising your truth and raising your vibration invites the collective into that. So don't settle. Don't belittle yourself. Don't be the crabs in the bucket where one person is maybe ascending and choosing a different life path and the other crabs feel uncomfortable. And I just talked about this, but they pull it down because they feel uncomfortable. Not your problem. When you rise up and you claim your power, you claim your sovereignty, you say enough is enough, I'm done with this, I'm choosing to move forward, there will be people in your life who challenge you. There will be people in your life who feel uncomfortable because of their stuff. No judgment, but they got stuff. And really what's happening is they actually feel drawn to you to follow that path, but they're afraid. So take their hand and say, look, I see you. I see you're afraid. And I want you to know I got you. And how many of you have I said this to you when you started care? I want you to know I got you every step of the way. That's why I'm committed to Mindfulness Mondays. That's why I'm committed to answering your Instagram direct messages at sometimes midnight. That's why I'm committed to Voxering you or showing up on here or whatever, right? I got to create boundaries myself, and I'm committed. I am hella committed. Because I believe in a different, better, more expansive, aligned, powerful world. Don't delegate your healing. I love you all. I see you. I see the people tuning in live. If you're watching this, replay, YouTube, reach out to me. Let me know how this is impacting your life. Be human, right? That's how we engage. Like, comment below. That's how we engage as humans, not just like listening and be like, wow, that was great. Like, comment below, wow, this is great. That gives me feedback. I can give you feedback. It's a feedback loop where we're humans on the other side of these crazy technological devices. I'm grateful for them because I get to reach more people, and there's pros and cons, right? Don't delegate your healing. I know it's scary. I see you. I got you. It's possible. And I know it's possible because I've been there. I've fucking been there. All right. Happy Mindfulness Monday, y'all. Seriously, go crush it today. Go kill it. You know what I mean. Go inspire it, whatever. I love and appreciate you all. Peace, love, and keep inspiring.